Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Ever17, the Out of Infinity. Last time, Tsugumi was being quite revealing about her past. She was, it was kind of darker than it had been before. And I knew it had kind of a darker undertone, but it had been fairly light up to that point, so... Tsugumi's really... I guess she trusts Takashi enough to tell him this stuff, so... let's find out more about her backstory. Find out about this virus that she has that, doesn't let her age or stay hurt.
窓の外は知らない風景。おそらくはアメリカのどこかの空の下。だけど、それが地図のどこであるか知るには、それから実に8年もの年月を要した。
8 years?
ずっとそこにいたの。私はその病院に。
Man, being in a hospital for 8 years, that's harsh. I had to be in the hospital with my mother for 6 days back about 2 or 3 months ago. That was rough. Who are you? I'm the physician who will be attending to you. Physician? Oh, you mean you're a doctor? Yes, I'm going to find a cure for your sickness and make you all better. Cure me? I got in an accident and got hurt. No, it's a little different than that. Different? You have a new disease, one that we've never seen before. A new kind of disease? So that was...
そうよ。いつ、何がきっかけでそうなったのかはわからない。だけど、目覚めた時にはもう、いいえ、きっと事故に遭う以前から、私はすでに死なない体になりつつあったの。
Alright, I'd like to take a little bit of your blood. Why? Well, it's for research, to find a way to cure you, of course. Research? Your illness is very rare. Rare? There are very few people in the world who have it, and all of those people are special. And of all those people, you're special. Special? Your genetic code is being rewritten. It is truly fascinating. You are the talk of the whole medical center. Wow, this doctor is really explaining everything to this little girl who has no idea what he's talking about. Exactly. I don't understand. What are you talking about? Hey, don't worry about it. We're going to find a way to make you better, I promise. How are you going to get some blood? Well, princess, we just... Hey, don't you worry about yourself about it. Excuse me about that. Just give me your arm and we'll be done before you know it. It won't hurt. Lies. They lie.
たびたび採血をされたわ。その時は深く考えなかった。
Well, obviously they're lying.
なぜそんなことをするのかって。
You know, they probably really are lying here. But I'm talking about every time a doctor says, this won't hurt at all. Ah! Actually, it's more, I think it's more that you think about it. Cause I was really bad with needles and then I had to have shots, every week for like 8 weeks at one point. Can't remember exactly what it was, but you know, the first week was like, oh no, needles. Last week I was like, hey, okay, I'm out.
病気の治療のためだから。君や君の仲間のためなんだと、その医師たちに言われ続けてきた。
Hey, You there next to me. What? You're sick too, aren't you? Me, well, the same sickness as me. No, I mean, probably not anyway. You mean, you aren't sure? Yeah, I'm fine. I can. You can. I can see the future.
彼は言った。
Is this Professor Xavier here? Is that the guy who... No, he wasn't in a wheelchair though, the doctor wasn't.
これから何度も悲劇を見ることになる。だけどどうかその度に落ち込まないでほしい。まず5年、それから3年、また3年。
Those numbers are probably important. I know that there's 4 or 5 games in this series. I think there's 4 games in this series. Is Tsugumi maybe a big part of it? I don't know. It's 3.
でも君はそれでも生きていけるはず。だいたいそういう意味合いのことを私に告げた。やがて彼の言った意味が幼い私にも分かり始める。
Tsugumi, take a look. There's a cat and mouse over there. Oh yeah, they're so cute. I wonder why they're in a place like this. Yeah, those cages are so small it looks painful. You want to let them out? I wonder if it'd be alright. It should be. Come on, let's do it. Hey, wait. I'm not sure who's talking there. Okay, everybody out. Run while you can. Hey, what do you two think you're doing? Oh no, the experiment. Everyone be careful. Whatever you do, don't let them bite you. Watch out, they're contagious. They were really mad at us. You opened up those cages so fast you surprised me. They caught all of the animals again. Yeah, they're right back where they were before. In those cramped, small cages. They're trapped again. Why do they have to be locked up that way? Huh. Ow, that kinda hurt. I wonder. Why?
それがなぜかは少しずつわかる。ここがただの病院でなく研究施設だということも薄々感じ始めていた。誰もお見舞いに来ないし、誰も退院する様子がない。入院する人だってめったにいない。相変わらずここがどこなのかはわからない。
Huh? They're all gone. You didn't let them out again, did you? No. Oh, well, I wonder where they went then. I don't know. But they shouldn't have been kept in such cramped space anyway. Yeah. Maybe the researchers thought the same thing and let them go then. No idea. It's no good. We still haven't been able to discover the reason or mechanism behind it. It happened right in front of me, but I still can't believe it. The only explanation I can come up with is genetic transfer. It goes against everything we know about science. They withstood up to 4 splicings. I think maybe they could take 8. Let's keep testing. No. If we continue, there's no mistaking it that they're still alive. They might still even react at 16. But they're not. These aren't living creatures anymore. Is that what you want to say? Perhaps that way of thinking might have been correct, according to our old way of thinking. But we have no idea of the possibilities this entails. That's not right. It's crazy. I guess that's the researchers talking. Aha! The mice are still there. They're so cute. Wait, something strange. 1, 2, 3. Huh, there are more of them. Or less. Did they put the cats back in their cages? The cover is locked. I can't get it off. Huh? What? Hey kid, where did that kid go? Answer me. Get out of here. It's time for you to leave.
私がそこを出るまで8年間、ずっとそんな日々が繰り返されたの。来る日も来る日も。私も何度か研究所の人間に呼び出された。彼らは私の仲間だと自ら言った。けれど実際は違った。わけのわからない検査や試験が幾日も続いた。
Is that kind of why she was so resistant to Takashi, because he kept referring to himself as her friend and she was untrusting of that? I'll be reading too much into it, I'm not sure.
ただの道具のように扱われ、もはや痛みも苦しみも感じられず、元のベッドに帰るたびに私はただ泣いた。隣の少年はついに帰ってこなかった。たけし、どういうことだかわかる？
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't know, but...
説明しなくてもいい？
Yeah. If it's too painful for you, you don't have to say anything more. Tsugumi was stroking Chammy with trembling fingers, and put my hand lightly on Tsugumi's shoulder. To suddenly get hit by a virulent disease, and become someone who would never age. Spend 8 years trapped in a research facility. I couldn't imagine how it must have been to go through that.
嫌い。おしゃべりな自分が大嫌い。おかしいね。たけしといるといらないことをどんどん話してしまうから。
It's okay, you don't have to talk. I'm so sorry. It was totally irresponsible what I said back there. It was careless of me to talk about being alive like it is just a given.
同情なんかしてほしくない。今さら。
It isn't like that. It's not like that. Tsugumi, I was wrong, okay?
間違ってたですって。
She screamed suddenly.
そんなこと言わないで。簡単に自分の言ったことを撤回なんかしないでよ。それこそ無責任よ。
I didn't know what to tell her.
今のあなたは奴らと同じ。分かってないの。何も。仲間って言葉を振りかざしてるだけ。彼女の気持ちはあなたに分かってない。彼の気持ちだって分かっていない。
She was making me feel it had been a mistake to say I'd been wrong. No, that wasn't it either. The truth was, there was no such thing as right and wrong.
生きている者はずっと生きるべきなんだと言ったわよね。あなた。私は生きながらえている。おそらく何度も死んでまだ生きている。チャミも生きてる。でもたけし、あなたは今本当に生きてるの？本当にそこにいるの？どうしたの？私の言うことありのまま受け入れるって言ったわよね。たけしはそう言ってくれたよね。
She bit her lip. Her shoulders were shaking. She looked bitterly disappointed. That when she tried to live, she ended up dying, and when she tried to die, she ended up living. It's a process that repeated itself over and over without end. It wasn't right or wrong, it was her reality. And it was something that she had no choice but to accept. But I still wasn't able to accept it.
バカみたい。バカみたい。私。きっとあなたなんかよりずっとバカなのよ。
You and Tsugumi. The gondola swayed. We had arrived at the end of the ride. I had no idea how many times we'd passed by Quali. The door opened suddenly. She got out quickly and opened the door. Tsugumi! I stuck out my hand to grab her, but she swatted it away immediately.
触らないで。私に。触らないで。
She closed the door from outside. The jellyfish I was riding on started moving again. Ah, stupid. I muttered to myself. Stupid idiot. I said it myself. I said it to her. I said it to no one and nothing in particular. To everything. Outside the window was the ocean. An ocean closed off from the light. When I passed under the shadow of the installation, the gondola became dark. And inside of the darkness, all alone in the darkness, a bit hard down on my lip as I cried. Soon it was night. In the conference room, Mew, Coco, and Pee-Pee were waiting. Even the kid. It looked like the kid had calmed down some. While I'd been gone, it seemed that you and Coco had been able to talk some sense into him. You told me that he'd probably been upset by a recurring memory, and had gotten worked up in spite of himself. I felt that I'd gotten out of hand and had said some terrible things myself. I went around to everyone there and apologized. Soon afterward, a report came to us in the conference room directly from LeMU's terminal. You read out the contents to all of us. 3rd floor, 3-day stock partition schematic. The cosmic well room had flooded completely. Casualties, none. Flooding to other rooms, none. Chance of damage spreading, none. Well, I don't know about the chance of spreading, none. I figured that was supposedly clear. Or, I guess it was a sudden break. I don't know. Shivering slightly in the cold, I wrapped my arms around my knees and we all went to sleep. Seriously, have they forgotten that about the estimated 5 days left? Maybe it was late that Monday. Yeah, that must be what it was. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So they just passed the 5-day mark, right? No, actually that would be from Monday to Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday to Thursday, Thursday to Friday. Oh, okay, yeah. They're actually nearing the... Yeah, okay. Yes, it was very, very late Monday, so yeah. The sound of boiling, bubbling oil filled the room. I fried the chicken in silence. After getting up, we all gathered in front of the sandwich shop as usual. As luck would have it, everyone showed up at the same time. I guess I could have called it lucky. Hardly anyone said a thing. Guess they're all in chipper moods. Everyone had glum expressions on their faces and ate silently. There was a strange atmosphere surrounding us. For some reason it had become hard for us to look one another in the eyes. It felt like the beginning of a bottomless rift between us, or amongst us. And at the same time there was a strange smell in the air. Ah! There was smoke coming from the tip of my finger. Ah, smoke! Ah, that's hot. I had been firmly pressing it against the grill. I hastily cut the power. A juicy smell, not unlike sausage, was coming from the burnt tip of my finger. Ah, that hurts. I'm such an idiot. As I blew on my finger to cool it off, I looked around at everyone. No one's reacting. Oh. They had noticed, but they all turned their gazes down. Only Pee-Pee was kind enough to acknowledge me. Oh, excuse me about the cough or clearing throat. What did I do? I can't remember. Yeah, Pee-Pee, I burnt myself pretty good. But soon even Pee-Pee turned his face away from me. Hey. It seemed like everyone hated me. I felt totally alone. The sandwich I had just finished cooled and soon it no longer tasted palatable. It felt like the morning after a funeral. Or before... Foreshadowing. Possibly. Everyone knew why things had sunk so low. Everyone knew, but nobody wanted to say anything. A moment of carelessness had opened our hearts up to despair. They shoveled the chicken sandwiches into their mouths in silence. So would they have been so depressed if I hadn't smacked the kid? I don't know, I'll have to find it out later. After we were all finished eating, everyone went to the conference room.
皆さんにお集まりいただいたのは他でもありません。一刻も早くお知らせしなければならないことがあったのです。辛いでしょうが、現在の状況を正しく把握する必要があります。取り乱さず、落ち着いて、心して聞いてください。
Great, again with the don't panic. There's nothing to worry about. We're all not going to die. Speech. Beginning of a speech that normally lays out the very well potential that we could all die and that there's reason to panic and worry. Sora paused for a second. Sora looked at all five of us in turn. You, Tsugumi, Coco, the kid, and me. The conference room was silent. But I could hear the sound of water faintly coming from somewhere. Was it water lapping in the hallways? Moments later I couldn't hear it anymore. As if Sora was waiting for this cue, she slowly opened her mouth.
勉強は芳しくありません。
Okay, you can accept that. We've been stuck here for 5 days, eating chicken sandwiches. We're all getting, what am I trying to think of? Let's call it space madness for, for lack of a better term that I can't think of. Yeah, just being cooped up with people, you know, away from society. Sora extended her hand and a holographic window appeared in the space in front of us. I felt like I hadn't seen her do that for a while.
今のところ、新たな浸水の兆候がはっきり現れている箇所はありません。
Well, that's good.
昨夜のドリッドシュトックのコスミッシャーバル浸水以来、際立った被害は出ていませんが、その浸水によってレミューを支える支柱への負担は増大しました。
Yeah, that's what we've been worried about, right?
フロア間の歪みは大きくなりつつあります。このまま行くと、レミューはやがて平行バランスを崩し、大きく傾くことになるでしょう。フロア区画の連結部への損傷が重なれば、健在な区画にも各種パイプなどを通して水が侵入してくる可能性があります。つまり油断のならない状況となっています。以前お伝えしたと思いますが、 レミューの完全悪化推定時刻は5月7日午前4時30分前後となっています。推定誤差はプラスマイナス12時間程度です。
Wait, May the 7th? Did I somehow goof up and get a 5 confused with a 7? It's not, that's not impossible or even unlikely that I did that, but I could have sworn that I could have sworn she said 5 days before, and the first day was was the first, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure of that. Why was I thinking 5 days? Maybe they confused me by doing the window. Yeah, margin of error being 12 hours, which would make it the day before. Wait, what time did she say? 4:30 a.m. So yeah, early morning. So it'd be p.m. on the 6th day, possibly. Why was I thinking 5 days? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, moving on.
この推定数値には今のところ大きな変更はかかっていません。隔壁強度は一部においてすでに限界を超えつつあるのです。崩壊は段階的に少しずつ、しかし確実に起こります。それはもう時間の問題です。
Sora told all of us this with a calm look in her face. We all swallowed and held our breath as we listened. We knew we were reaching our time limit. We had no choice but to accept the reality. There was no avoiding the situation.
現在、発電施設は順調に稼働しています。ですが万が一、発電機が停止してしまった場合は、非常電源、蓄電池を使用します。通常は非常灯の点灯とシステムの保持に使われている程度のものですが、2時間くらいは持つものと思います。
I needed to be listening more attentively to Sora's report, just like you, Coco, Kid, and Pee-Pee, and even Tsugumi. Everyone was listening calmly to what Sora had to say. No one was panicking yet. Last night, Tsugumi's yells had pierced my heart, yet her bitter bullet didn't come out my back. It remained lodged inside as a constant reminder. She refused to look at me. Instead, Tsugumi had just stared blankly in front of her. Perhaps that was for the best. No, that wasn't just it. Something else was bothering her. I turned back into the affairs at hand, listening carefully to Sora's report.
旧来の通信回路については依然不通。脱出方法も見つかっていません。ですが、館内レムシステムは全力を挙げて皆さんの生命維持を最優先事項とし、そのための環境保全に努めます。また、館外で操作可能なセンサー、ライト、マニピュレーターなどを総動員し、
I just saw something pretty funny. I've only watched a few episodes of it, but wouldn't it be hilarious if the A-Team had been visiting and they like built a submarine that crashed out the sides and somehow made it to the surface? Yeah, somebody get on that fan fiction. Make it happen. Well, I'm thinking of the A-Team. There's no logical reason I should be thinking of the A-Team.
それらを使っての光波、電波、音波による通信の送受信の可能性を改めて検証中です。
Yeah, if there was any way to get to them, I would think that somebody would have got to them by 5 days later or so. Yeah, it's been 5 days. Sora nodded her head, straightened her back, and surveyed the room. We were all silent. There was a look of determination in her eyes.
言わせてもらいますと、これは意地です。私、茜ヶ崎空の意地。できることはわずかですが、皆さんがここにいられる限り、皆さんがここから無事脱出するためのあらゆる手段、方法を私は考え、 試したいと思っています。あとしばらくの間、よろしくお付き合いのほどお願いいたします。
She concluded with a serious nod. We also nodded in agreement.
助けは必ず来ます。信じて待ちましょう。
Sora's serious expression gave way to a
皆
smile.
さんが無事救出されることをお祈りします。
The gloomy atmosphere that had been hanging over the gathering lightened, and everyone started thinking about how they should spend their time. I believe this is about it. Thanks, Sora, for lightening the mood there. I would have expected Takashi to have came through on that note, but Sora's pretty good at reading situations despite you know, being a hologram computer program. So yeah, this is as good a cutoff point as anything. I'm kind of rambling and kind of coming up blank on some stuff too. So this is as good a point as any to end it. So I do hope you folks enjoyed, and I shall return in the next episode as the time draws nearer for something to happen. Farewell, folks.